It's Monday, December 16, and it's 9 days to Christmas. President Granger calls on churches to step up efforts to build stronger communities, and public servants flock local banks to access retro pay. Welcome to InfoHub. His Excellency David Granger has called on churches to step up and join the efforts to build stronger communities by instilling traditional core family values in their followers.
The head of state on Sunday urged the membership of the Guyana Conference of Seventh-day Adventists to focus more on family relations in their ministry.
Families are the cradle of life, the citadel of safety, the classroom of culture, of loving, of sharing, forgiving. And the church is essential to building social cohesion and improving familyhood. I said those words 3 years ago, and I repeat them today. They're as valid now as they were then.
The president opined that the secondary impact of children growing up in violent homes and communities is now showing itself. He noted that domestic violence, once regarded as a private family matter, and interpersonal violence, such as femicide, is now a public security concern.
We're living in communities, and we're experiencing violent acts, including the gunning down of persons, and again seeing dead bodies floating in the trenches or washed up on the foreshore. Memories of murders and other forms of violence are difficult to erase. Many are suffering today in their bedrooms and their schoolyards from the aftershock of the secondary impact of violence they witness in their homes and the streets, and what they read of in the media.
The president added that issues such as suicide, incest, divorce, the lack of counseling, and many social ills can be addressed with the church's input. He suggested that the church declare 2020 the start of the decade of the family and refocus on traditional family values.
The Christian church is an instrument of hope. The church must help to build a happy nation. The church is tasked with the mission of instilling the values of the kingdom of God in society on earth. The family is the foundation of that kingdom. The church can and must help to strengthen that foundation, the family.
Paul McCallum for InfoHub.
With a little over a week until Christmas, public servants have flooded the local banks to access their retroactive salaries. Shaquille Bourne visited the downtown area and spoke with some of these persons.
The retroactive salary increases have ranged from 8.5% to 9%. We spoke with some public servants throughout the city to get their thoughts on this new addition to their bank accounts.
As a teacher and a teacher who have just graduated from university, I think that would do so well, the additional bonus on my salary, you know. I'm actually planning to do a lot of shopping, Christmas shopping with it, and I really don't think it will benefit me tremendously.
With 12 years' experience in ensuring residents of Georgetown receive their mail in a timely manner, Melissa Douglas chipped in her views as well.
I think this is very great. It's wonderful for me, my whole family, my colleague, and everyone. So, to the president, thank you, big up yourself.
A number of other public servants shared their opinions with InfoHub.
It's a very good thing that the government do. Is a very good increase towards the public servants and others.
As a Guyanese, it is something indeed that people, would be happy about.
The government, or the president, I should say, did the right thing. I know a whole lot of people is looking forward to an increase. I mean, it's way more than we used to have. 8.5, wow, that's a whole lot. We're gonna have a blessed Christmas. Thank you, Mr. President, and be blessed.
These public servants also shared some of their plans for the retroactive salary increases.
I like purchasing gifts, so I have a few friends I want to give some gifts to. And then I must give back to charity, so I have some people that I want to give to.
Well, so far, I'm planning on getting my own land, so this little kind of extra money that come in, I can here put it towards my land and start doing a little saving towards my future in life. So
I have a dad who is dependent, so, despite I am a father of 6 children.
So I'm not going to spray a whole lot on all the fancy things. I'm going to just focus on the things that I need this Christmas.
Reported from Water Street with videographer Anel Silao, Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
The Department of Energy has defended its decision to implement short-term arrangements for the direct sale of the first 3 lifts of Guyana's portion of first oil from the Liza 1 program.
The Department of Energy, after careful consideration and advice from its experts and the Public Procurement Commission, has sought to pursue a 2-phase approach aimed at marketing Guyana's crude entitlement.
Director of the Department of Energy, Dr. Mark Bino. The short-term phase is set to commence this week with focus on setting national benchmarks for selling the country's share of its crude in the future. This will see selected companies being invited to bid for the country's product on a short-term basis. Crude marketing specialist Virginia Marcuzzi explained that these companies can help standardize Guyana's crude.
They can help us introduce the grade into the market in a very standard way. This is what we're trying to achieve here. Volatility for the Guyana's Liza new grade is not good. We're trying to create an environment whereby there is standardization and stabilization, not only of the quality of the grade, because at the beginning there are sediments and elements within the produced crude that doesn't stabilize the quality as such, and there are operational considerations as well in terms of the production rates.
The second phase involves the public request for proposals. This is for marketing services for Guyana's crude and is currently in the final stage of preparation. On Sunday, the department issued a release where it outlined a number of key considerations for the decision. Ministers of government have been spreading Christmas cheer to children across the country, delivering toys and other goodies, bringing smiles to hundreds of little Guyanese faces.
Minister of Social Protection, the Honorable Amna Ali, visited the East Berbice quarantine region, where some 500 children were showered with early Christmas gifts.
We would like to spread Christmas cheers with you. Number 53 is one of the places that is closest to our hearts. And so President Granger asked me to visit this area and make sure I extend on his behalf Christmas greetings to all of you.
The joy of the Christmas season continued on Sunday in several other communities. Minister within the Ministry of Communities, the Honorable Annette Ferguson, teamed up with Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Valda Lawrence, to celebrate with more than 500 children. In Georgetown, Minister of Education, the Honorable Dr. Nicolette Henry, put smiles on hundreds of children's faces with gifts and other treats. Sharing light moments with several children, the minister sang, danced, and embraced the spirit of Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all of you, and I trust that you enjoy the holidays.
For Info Hub, Delicia Haynes.
When we return, Oriala gets $11 million stelling and restored Kachu Grove Park officially handed over to Lethem. Details of these stories and more after the break. Thanks for staying with us. Oriala, over the past weekend, welcomed government's efforts to enhance infrastructure in the community with the commissioning of an $11 million stelling.
Speaking on the sidelines of the commissioning, Tushau Carl Pinu noted that the shed covering the stelling is an asset for the residents, particularly during the heavy rainfall period.
So this new stelling now will function to, so the boats can moor here. Small boats and large boats can moor, and so we can get our lumber loaded here. We can get our farm produce loaded onto the boats. And when they return from the coast, the goods, whatever they bring from the coast, will be unloaded quite easily here. The shed will be used also if it's sun, if it's rain, the passengers, the people traveling will shelter under there.
Minister of Public Infrastructure, the Honorable David Patterson, remarked that every step of the project was done with the community in mind.
All of these works that we did, we purchased the materials directly from you in Oriala. Yes, and that came up to, in 2018, we purchased $4.9 million of timber right here for your projects. And that is something that the ministry always does. Whenever we do anything, we try to involve as much as possible the local community.
In conjunction with the project, river defense works were also executed, which entailed the construction of 30 meters of gabion mattress slope. Accompanying Minister Patterson was Minister of Public Security, the Honorable Kemraj Ramjatan, and Minister of Public Telecommunications, the Honorable Catherine Hughes.
Reporting from Oriala with videographer Kenyan Bacchus, Shaquille Bourne, Foreign for Hub.
Central Lethem's Kachu Grove Park has been formally handed over to the township after restoration was completed by the Ministry of Natural Resources through its Clean and Beautiful Communities project.
Kachu Grove Park was overgrown by weeds and bushes for a long time. Now the park is a noted green space for recreational use. In a simple ceremony on Saturday, Minister of Natural Resources, the Honourable Raphael Trotman, formally handed over the park to Town Clerk Keisha Vincent, who represented the Mayor of Lethem at the event.
We made a commitment to the former mayor to do some work on this park, and I'm happy today that it is at a stage where we can hand it over.
Minister Trotman says Kachu Grove was identified as one of the areas that the Ministry of Natural Resources selected to invest in under its Clean and Beautiful Communities project.
The idea is that we can create a green space in Lethem. This is a place that is known for dust, and even though there's a lot of greenery around, there's not much by way of recreation or not many facilities.
The minister also committed to ensuring that the park is outfitted with lights for use in the evening hours. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
The Artichon Conference Center on Sunday was abuzz with activity as the third annual STEM Guyana Tullow Oil Robotics Exhibition got underway. Hundreds of eager STEM teams from as far as the Rupununi assembled at the conference center, where they displayed their creations and interacted with each other. Co-founder of STEM Guyana, Karen Abrams, said the organization aims to foster the growth of Guyana's future innovators and creators. She remarked that geniuses are being discovered in all corners of the country, and it is their goal to identify them and nurture their talents.
We're looking for those young people who are interested, excited, fidgety, thoughtful, creative, constantly changing, breaking your stuff up at home, right? You know those children, right? Because they're here today. So we want to make a difference in the lives of those young people.
Delivering the feature address, First Lady Sandra Granger reiterated Abrams' sentiments on cultivating future developers, noting that her interactions with youths involved in robotics have been remarkable.
We have a lot of geniuses around, and it shows because with teamwork, with the drive that our young people have shown at all their competitions, they faced challenges, but they were able to overcome. They were able to work with teams from other countries, and they were able to succeed, coming out among the top groups as a country, but also winning the Albert Einstein Gold Medal of Excellence.
Tullow Country Manager Joachim Vogt noted that many of today's global problems need to be addressed using technology. According to him, it is more than a game, it is life, as it is not only addressing Guyana's issues, it is essentially a global matter. The event is part of the Guyana National Robotics League activities, including a 5-week competition where more than 40 teams from every region of Guyana compete to build a robotic solution to any problem in the security sector. That's all for today. Connect with us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy, and pop over to Instagram for the latest photo updates at DPI Guyana. Also, remember to subscribe to our WhatsApp on 608-4111 to experience our new product, Info Plus, and keep informed on developments across the country. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye.